Welcome to A Peek Inside. I'm Travis, a student in the Broadcasting and Electronic Media Department at Pikes Peak State College. This program is going to take you inside the lives, events, and careers in some of the people in and around the Pikes Peak region. Our guest today is Robert. He's a dapper young lad with many quirks and a great personality, and we're going to have a great time talking to him today. So, question number one, I've heard that you practice Taekwondo. Tell me about that.
I do.
How did you start this? I mean,
Well, I started doing it when I was but a wee lad, 14 years old, and I did it for like 3 years. Then I kind of fell out of it during high school because, high school, it sucks. No one has fun there.
Yeah.
And then I picked it up again like a year ago, and I've been going every week, every day a week.
That's good.
I'm not amazing at it, but it's still a lot of fun.
Well, it's good. It's good to stay fit. Good to stay active.
It is good to stay fit.
Stay moving. Is there do you have any favorite sort of kicks or anything specific? Because Taekwondo, that's kicking, correct?
Oh yeah, it's all the whole philosophy of it is I want my enemy over there, and not right here. The whole point is to get flexible enough to all the way to the face.
Yeah.
So, I would say favorite kick is back kick.
Back
it's gotta
kick?
be. It's because it's just the strongest one. It's the only reason I like it that much.
Yeah, it just feels good delivering that power.
Yeah, exactly. It's just you use the same muscles you use to jump, and since we've been jumping for since we were little wee lads, it's so strong. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Well, that's good to hear. So then, besides Taekwondo, is there any other sort of physical stuff you like doing? I mean, obviously you get active with the kicks. Is there anything else?
Of course. Well, it's funny you should mention that. I actually have something called thoracic outlet syndrome. I won't get into it now.
Thoracic
outlet syndrome.
Okay.
Right? Basically, gist of it is, these muscles, super tight, they impinge the nerves and arteries that go down my hands.
Okay.
And so for 4 or 5 years, I just did not have any blood flow in my hands, right? So they would never warm up, right? I had to do everything manually. So even outside in the cold, right? The whole point of gloves is that they trap the heat your body generates.
Yeah.
If I don't generate any heat, it doesn't make a difference, right?
Yeah.
So I'd always have to go to sinks and stuff and turn on hot water just to get them to be warm again.
Yeah, I gotta steam them up.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
For a year, past year or so, I've just been stretching every day. I got a 45-minute stretch routine I do at the beginning of every day, and I've got that down. I've done it for a whole year without missing a beat.
That's
and
good.
I've seen some progress. It's very slow. It's nerve damage.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really trying to get yoked.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Is there, besides then the physical work, is there anything obviously you're a student here at Pikes Peak as well. What do you like to do for your school life? Is there any interests?
Well, besides the schoolwork itself, so far I've had only fun classes.
Yeah.
I've put off absolutely all the miserable stuff. Math and science and English. Those are all boring. No one wants to do that.
Yeah.
So I've just been doing all the fun, creative project stuff, which at the beginning of it, it's always super fun until you get towards the end with all those final projects and stuff. It gets a little stressful, but still crushing it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think, there can be a lot of fun in the stress. I mean, as long as you're floating above water, I think that it's okay to kind of dip your toes in a little bit and be a little scared. Yeah. Well, I'm really happy to hear from you. We'll get right back into this. We got to hear these few messages first.
Of course.
Hey, honey. We thought we'd try something new.
Family art hour. What do you think?
You got jokes. You're funny.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
By the time you see the symptoms of lung cancer, it could be too late. Now there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early. If you smoked, get scanned.
I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's up?
Do we have a gun?
back to A Peek Inside. I am Travis Masson from the Broadcasting and Electronic Media Department at Pikes Peak State College. We are joined today by Robert again. So Robert, go ahead and tell me, we were talking about school and stuff like that. What career are you hoping to pursue with your profound education?
Well, I'm not 100% clear yet what career I want to do, but I know it will involve video editing because I just really love doing it.
Yeah.
I started doing it when I was a kid, and I never thought of it as a career path until high school.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I'm not going to go to this. It's going to be my career.
That's cool. Do you have any active projects or are you doing anything specifically with video editing right now?
So besides my school projects, I did just come off of finishing a really large project that I worked on for a long time, right? To give you long story short, me and my brother played on this really awesome Minecraft server, right?
Yeah.
It was Lord of the Rings official server. They have an official one. It's been active for 10 years.
10 years.
And it's still, people are still playing on it. It's crazy. But yeah, so we were on that server and we just kind of, I recorded the entire whole thing until eventually something happened and he got banned. I'll not get into it, but I had 40 hours of recorded footage, right? So it took me 2 months to go through all of that and construct an entire 30-minute video. 30 hours to 30 minutes. It worked really well. So that took a lot of time. So I just finished that, and so I'll probably figure something else to do next. So.
Yeah. For anybody at home that doesn't know about the editing process, taking it from tens of hours down to tens of minutes
it can be rough.
That's a little crazy. Are you planning on posting that then, or?
Oh yeah, it's already public.
Okay.
I have a YouTube channel that I post some stuff to.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an outlet, if you will.
Yeah.
I like the process of video editing. So.
Yeah, it's good to have an artistic outlet. It's fun to have something to work on, especially with connections with your brother, where it's
Oh yeah.
You can look back on it and be like, oh my God.
Dude, I can't believe, even looking back on it now, I can't believe all the motivation I had to, I worked on it every day for 2 months straight. It was how did I do that? I still don't know. God, I don't know. I was possessed by it. I kept telling everyone, this is my magnum opus. This will be the best
This is my magnum
I'm putting everything into it, and it did come out really well, to be fair. I mean, even now, of course, looking back on it, because it was 4 months ago, I want to say, I still see room for improvement, obviously. That's always going to happen. The curse of being better.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Besides video editing, then, do you have any other hobbies?
Well, I like to play games. Games are fun. Every time I have some free time, I play with some friends I got online, so yeah. For consistent hobbies, I'll say this: I like to read, but not the kind of reading you're thinking of. Right?
Oh no!
I like to read nonfiction, which is weird. It's weird to tell people that at first, because
most people think
you like Harry Potter, no.
No.
Sorry to say that.
Stick to the facts.
Oh yeah, the facts. I will say this: they're not very well written, usually, most of the time. Because the people who write the books that I read are about philosophy and psychology and stuff like that. They're written by PhDs and scientists and smart people.
Yeah, hard to
not well written
hard
usually.
To read.
The best writer I've found, which I will say, is Mark Manson. That guy, he is a writer and he is in the same field that I like to read. So hands down, best book I've ever read. It's really good.
That's good. That's it's definitely, like you said, nonfiction is a pretty non-common, I guess, genre to be reading in. But that's cool that it's nice to have something that you can kind of branch off. That's it's not just sort of the usual, like you were saying, Harry Potter. But obviously we've got more to talk about. We'll just be returning to that after these quick messages.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Man, it's lonely. Going through life lonely.
There is the therapeutic aspect of music, just expressing how you feel. I'm going to talk to Howie about his feelings, make it into a song.
are watching Pikes Peak TV.
Welcome back to A Peek Inside. I'm Travis from the Broadcasting and Electronic Media Department at Pikes Peak State College. We are joined today by Robert. Woo! So, Robert, where we left off, you were talking about hobbies. You said you play games. What are your favorite video games?
Well, I would have to say the top favorite of all time is Minecraft, #1, hands down. Terraria is also really good. That game is awesome. Not to be confused with Minecraft, of course.
yes,
which is a criticism I'm tired of hearing.
Yeah.
It's like Minecraft, but 2D. No, it's not. It's not Minecraft, but 2D.
Yeah.
You got it all wrong.
Very different
gameplay
patterns.
I could say a few other games I've played before, not quite favorites, but Satisfactory is a really good game.
Yeah.
Helldivers right now, awesome. Like most people have been playing that. It's a baller game, really cool.
That's
and then, I don't know, Astroneer is another good one.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of it?
I have heard of Astroneer, yeah, the little planet base building.
So good, yeah. I started playing it in early access, so it's cool to see how far it's gone.
Yeah. So you said Minecraft is your favorite. Do you play modded or vanilla?
Well, like I said earlier, I played on a server that had that big Lord of the Rings mod, which was really cool.
Yeah, true. So
I played mod packs every now and then.
Yeah.
It's weird to say. You know what plugins are, right? Like on servers and stuff?
Plugins.
It's almost like soft modding, it feels like. And between me and my friends, I've had like 20 different servers that I've started up and like hosted and just thrown a bunch of different plugins to make different kind of scenarios. And so that was like probably the best thing I did in Minecraft. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We did stuff like just super hardcore. Like we added thirst and stuff, and you got to sleep or you'll get nausea and stuff like that.
That's pretty good.
And then there's been other times where just super OP stuff, like MMO type stuff.
Yeah.
Like mini bosses, mobs would start to level up as the game got. It was super cool. Really awesome stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's great. And that leads us on to the biggest event of the night, the mystery topic. So, Robert, you tell me, what's one thing that you want to ask me?
All right. Video editing. What project have you been working on recently?
Video editing. This is a great question. Well, you mentioned your brother. I've actually been recording my friends, and then we will turn the edits into I turned my buddy Dylan into a bird. And there's a 4-minute long video. It like cuts his arms off and like puts them on and like makes them flat. Like it's a whole thing. But
are we talking about in like a game?
No.
Or so in real life you cut off your friend's arms.
This is a video of
wings on it.
Friend put it wings and he flies.
Okay, I got it. So you are just kind of playing doctor with your friend.
Yeah, sort of. Something
just kind of swapping out body parts to see what works.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah.
You gotta evolution. You gotta
exactly.
You gotta mix and match, see what works.
Bring him to his peak form.
Maybe we don't need 2 legs. Maybe we need 3.
Maybe we need wings.
Or maybe we just need wings.
Maybe we just
no legs or arms, just wings and a torso. That's all we need.
That's some great insights.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was our little mystery segment. I've had a lot of fun with you, Robert. You were an absolutely great personality to have on here. Unfortunately, that's all the time that we're going to have today for A Peek Inside. So I'd like to go ahead and thank our guest, Robert, for joining us tonight. As I said, you were doing a beautiful job, very charismatic, very charming. It was a very fun process overall. I thought we had great things to work out. Remember that you can access us at pikespeak.edu/BEM.